I've run into the two that are external candidates in the past few months. They've asked me about it, and I've said we're going to continue sometime after the new year, and they said, well, that's very good to hear. So while I didn't go any further in my discussions with them on that, my sense is that they're still available. Good.
Is there any significant expense in expanding the search to possibly include new candidates? Or would it be a significant delay in the process?
It wouldn't be a significant delay. It probably would be about a 1-month delay. The expense would probably be about $600 and some time. I think that Bill Brewer's suggestion was have that meeting, have a chance so the board gets a chance to sort of re-interview the 3 candidates. Just in the sense of familiarizing ourselves, you weren't out at any of those meetings, so just have a sense of doing that and then move forward from there. But he thought that we should schedule that meeting first. That was really his major suggestion in terms of what to do with a delayed process.
The background, John, was, I don't know how many candidates there were to begin with. I think you got narrowed down to 9. From
9 to 6
you got it down
to 3.
So there are many more candidates.
Right.
Do you remember at all how many resumes or stats?
Yeah, actually, I made a mistake with that. It was about 30 resumes, 15 paper screen, 9 from there, and then I believe it was 6 interviews. By the board. By the board committee.
Any other new business?
I have 2 items. One, just to let you know, if you're interested, you're all invited to attend Jerry Kwong's final concert, Thursday, the 22nd, I believe at 7 p.m. They put an outreach on Facebook to invite all former alum. They're bringing their instruments and going to play on stage the Leroy Anderson holiday tune at the end. They're all very excited and bringing cookies, which are Jerry's favorite. The other item I wanted to bring up for future consideration is addressing the concept of allowing tutoring in the buildings, because what we're finding out in the Chesters, a lot of the students will hire a teacher who they don't currently have class with to tutor them in a subject they may need extra help in a private arrangement. And they're all going to the libraries. So they're leaving this public building because we don't allow it.
We do allow it.
Paid tutoring?
Yes, I created the policy at your request last year.
And why are they calling me and telling me?
If you recall,
I'm
you asked me
recalling
to
it now.
put
Thank you for
policy
your question.
in.
And I brought it to you for the same reason, right? Because they were moving into the library building.
Yes, and so what you did is ask me to put together a protocol that protected us as a district, and the forms are available down in the principal's office. All that the person has to do is to pass a criminal background check, which clearly a teacher who is employed in the district has already done that with the fingerprinting. They cannot tutor a student that is their own student.
Right.
They must do it in a public part of this building so that we don't have teachers in late afternoon hours or evening hours along with students. And they have to put a rider on their insurance policy that holds the district harmless. And that's not as onerous of a condition as you would think. It's relatively inexpensive. And the people I know that are doing that here have done it with not much problem at all. What I'm imagining is they may be doing it in the library, because the library doesn't have any of those strictures.
Right. Well, they're used to going there. And a couple of them have said that they're obviously not aware, quite honestly, with everything else going on. I forgot he did that. So we did thank you again for doing that. And I will remind them, and perhaps I get some of those forms and actually put them in the library.
The forms are available down at the principal's office, you can see that, and if it's a person who has not passed a criminal background check, we've even made the offer to help them with the paperwork at the district office level.
All right, I'll transfer
That's
that
very
information.
nice. Excuse me, Sue, what was the date of the concert? I thought you said Thursday the 22nd, but Thursday's not
Tuesday.
Instead,
Tuesday's the 22nd.
no,
Tuesday's the 21st.
the last day of school is the 23rd.
Thursday, Tuesday.
I'll have to email. I thought they said Thursday the 22nd, obviously that's
Thursday.
correct.
Thursdays.
The 23rd.
Thursday's 23rd.
Might be the 23rd then. I'll look it back up because I don't have it with me. I mean, I have it, yeah.
Can I go back to the principal search real quick?
Sure.
A lot of things happen in a year over 3 people that we thought were very good candidates. Would it be good to go back to Bill and say, Bill, if we rolled across your desk that you felt would be great to interview for us to look at?
I'd be happy to do that.
Just because you just don't know what happens in a person's year at all. Does that person, has he found happiness elsewhere?
Sure. I'll give Bill a call.
Thumbs up, that's the thing.
Any other
Yeah.
new business?
Yeah.
All right.
I spent a whole Saturday before Thanksgiving at the New Jersey School Board Association delegation meeting, and it was a great time. Great breakfast, bagels and cream cheese. They passed a bylaw, they passed a resolution, which is kind of interesting. It took about an hour and a half to do it, which is looking into having tax, it was, watching it was just, it was fun. I actually had fun.
He's a scientist.
I'm a scientist, it was good. We have the voters, it was fun, it was a good time. But anyway, they passed a resolution that would make tax exempt families potentially help, work where they would have to pay for sending their kids to schools that are public schools. But right now, they don't have to do it, they're looking to do that to get some money.
The Lawrenceville resolution.
Lawrenceville was the one that set it up because they have $500,000 of students, money that the public is paying, and they're only getting $60,000 from the students themselves. But then a whole bunch of other people started saying, well, then could you do this, could you do this? And you got to the point where you could look at people that are living in church homes, and but they ended up with a resolution that worked out and wouldn't have to do it. And I'll give my notes to that to include.
And Joe, I just wanted one more comment about your question with the principal search. The one thing that's changed in the course of the year that changes people's calculus on this has been the new regulations for superintendent salaries. What it's caused is for people who are principals now to think twice about moving to other districts, because suddenly they become a person with less seniority than someone else. Secondly, they could potentially be put into a situation where their salary could be reduced because of the trickle-down effect of what's happening with principal salaries. So the thing that I did have a conversation with Bill Barrett 1 week ago regarding this, he said that, for instance, the cohorts for principal leadership programs have dried up. People are not interested in the job right now. So he's saying that he's seeing fewer resumes across the desk, although I'll ask him your specific question.
That is something we will have to cross that bridge also with these candidates and be candid with them in that our negotiated agreement with our administrators, we have the ability to reopen negotiations if in fact superintendent salaries are capped. And it's something that I think we have to be forthright, because that was not part of our original discussions with those potential.
It adds another element to it.
And we also have a new contract with administrators
Right.
since they were interviewed.
With more levels
Yeah.
and the ability to reopen the contract because of
It'll be interesting to see where we put the eventual winning candidate on the salary guys.
Yeah.
Any other new business?
I just ask everybody to just check their list, and if there are any changes, please let me know. I already have one, so you'll be getting another one on the contact list.
What is that?
If you look at that information.
No, what's the change?
It's Joe Blighty's email address, his personal one.
Ah, we don't worry about that.
Put it before closed. We changed the email address about 8 months ago, man, it's usually up on these things too. My fault, Mayor, I didn't bring it to your attention.
So you get, everybody's getting their email at the WMHSD address, okay, right?
Got no idea.
Yeah. Oh, we should try to do
That's a bonus.
Right, mine were every once in a while, I'm like, oh, that's.
So if they're not, then it doesn't pay?
Yeah.
Sure. Ignorance is bliss.
Okay. Mike, since you were so kind to return, I'll open to the public if you have anything to say.
Good for now.
Okay. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Everybody likes to stay here so much.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom, thank you. Second? Thank you. All in favor? Tom and then Dave. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? James, out before we even finish the.
Anthony,
David
my
Long.
parents